अरे यार ये हर बार का प्रॉब्लम है।
क्या हुआ ब्रो?
आज मैच में मैंने 5 सिक्सेस मारे थे और उसका वीडियो भी लिया था, लेकिन ये मोबाइल पे कुछ बराबर दिख ही नहीं रहा है।
इट्स ओके यार, चिल मार।
अरे ब्रो ये मोबाइल पे मैच रिकॉर्ड करना इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल यार।
इट्स पॉसिबल नाउ।
वो कैसे?
तेरी अगली मैच गेम शॉट पे लाइव स्ट्रीम कर ले, उसके बाद कभी भी देख लेना।
ऐसा भी हो सकता है?
यस, नाउ वॉच इट लाइव straight out of the ground.
Now professionally stream sports events live with features like slow motion replays, scorecards, highlights, and a lot more. You play the game, we capture the frame.
सौरभ, माझी लिंक उघडली आहे. हॅलो, तर नमस्कार, आपल्या सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे नायगाव प्रीमियर लीग 2025 पर्व 4 मध्ये. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या. आपल्यासोबत आहेत या स्पर्धेचे ब्रँड अँबॅसेडर माननीय श्री प्रसाद लाड, यांच्यासाठी एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या. सर्व संघांचं, सर्व संघमालकांचं या ठिकाणी स्वागत आहे. सर्वप्रथम HB स्पोर्ट्स संघमालक हर्षद भोजनाईक आणि त्यांच्यासोबत आयकन खेळाडू या स्पर्धेचे ब्रँड अँबॅसेडर प्रसाद लाड, जोरदार टाळ्या. त्यानंतरचा संघ असणार आहे स्पंदन 11, संघ मालक आहेत सचिन भाताळे आणि त्यांच्यासोबत आयकन खेळाडू विक्रम कांबळे, एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या. त्यानंतरचा संघ असणार आहे श्रीशा स्ट्रायकर्स, संघ मालक असणार आहेत सुनील शेलार आणि त्यांच्यासोबत आयकन खेळाडू असणार आहेत विराज पडवळ. त्यानंतरचा संघ असणार आहे अंतरा काव्या आणि या अंतरा काव्या संघाचे संघ मालक असणार आहेत वैभव पवार आणि त्यांच्यासोबत को ओनर असणार आहेत मिलिंद कदम आणि त्यांचे संघनायक असणार आहेत दादासाहेब भोसले. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या या देखील संघासाठी झाल्या पाहिजेत. त्यानंतर आपण येऊया OV 11 या संघाकडे. संघ मालक असणार आहेत महेश खुडपे आणि त्यांच्यासोबत असणार आहेत विशाल झांझणे आणि त्याचसोबत त्यांचे संघनायक असणार आहेत दिनेश हडकर. त्यानंतर आपण येऊया प्रीवन 11 या संघाकडे, ज्याचे संघ मालक असणार आहेत राहुल सिंग आणि आयकन खेळाडू असणार आहेत अजित मोहिते. या देखील संघासाठी एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या. त्यानंतर येऊया पुरंदरे संघाकडे. संघ मालक असणार आहेत योगेश सावंत आणि आयकन खेळाडू अभिषेक बैद. आणि शेवटचा संघ या स्पर्धेतला 8वा संघ असणार आहे तो म्हणजे जिजा VJTI बॉईज ज्याचे संघ मालक असणार आहेत अभिजित जाधव आणि त्यांच्यासोबत विजय फडतरे आणि त्यांचे संघनायक असणार आहेत आकाश जाधव. तर या 8ही संघांसाठी एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या. आपण पाहत आहात नायगाव प्रीमियर लीग 2025 जी पुरस्कृत आहे माननीय श्री कोळंब साहेब या नायगाव विभागातले दमदार आमदार ज्यांनी विश्वविक्रम सुद्धा रचलाय. तर लगेचच सुरुवात करूया या ऑक्शन प्रक्रियेला. गणपती बाप्पाच्या नावाने बोला गणपती बाप्पा. या चौथ्या पर्वाला करूया सुरुवात. स्टार्टिंग विथ द ऑलराउंडर कॅटेगरी. आय रिक्वेस्ट आर लाईव्ह क्रू टू प्लीज शफल द प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम ऑलराउंडर कॅटेगरी. फॉर ऑलराउंडर कॅटेगरी at the base prize of 5,000 we have Sonu Baid number 46 from A plus all-rounder category. We have Sonu Baid at 5,000. At 5,000 we have Sonu Baid. At 5,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 5,000 8,000 we have OV11. At 8,000 we have OV11. 8,000 11,000 11,000 14,000 at 14 17 with Spandan. 17 20 with OV. 20,000 with OV11. 20,000 23. At 23 we have Antara Kavya. At 23,000 for Sonu Baid. At 23 27. At 26 we have Shrisha Strikers. At 26,000 for Sonu Baid we have Shrisha Strikers. At 26,000 we have Shrisha Strikers. At 29 we have VJTI Boys. At 29 at 29,000 at 29 32 back to the Spandan. At 32,000 we have Spandan Kings for Sonu Baid. At 32 anybody thank you. At 35 we have Antara Kavya. At 35,000 for Sonu Baid. At 35 at 38 and 41. At 41,000. At 41,000 we have VJTI Boys for Sonu Baid. At 44 at 44,000 we have Pre-111. At 47 back to the Kings. At 47,000 we have Spandan Kings for Sonu Baid. At 47,000 going once. At 50,000 for Sonu Baid. At 50,000 at 50 with Pre-1. At 50,000 we have Pre-111 for Sonu Baid. Going once, going twice, asking last time in the room. At 53 we have Antara Kavya in the game. At 53,000 we have Antara Kavya from A plus all-rounder Sonu Baid. 56 back to the Pre-1. At 56 we have Pre-1. At 56,000 going once, going twice and selling to Pre-111. Sold at 56,000. Sonu Baid is going with team Pre-111 at 56. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have all-rounder number 48 Sahil Varans. From A plus all-rounder category we have Sahil Varanju at 5,000. At 5,000 any team is going to raise their pedal for Sahil. For Sahil we have prize of 5,000. Thank you Antara Kavya, coming straight to you at 5. At the base prize of 5,000 we have Antara Kavya for Sahil Varanju. Anybody? Thank you. At 8,000 we have VJTI Boys. At 8,000 for Varanju. At 8,000 11 back to the Antara Kavya. At 11,000 back to the Antara Kavya. At 11 anybody coming up for 14. At 11 we have Antara Kavya. At 11,000 we have Antara Kavya for Sahil Varanju. At 11,000 going once, going twice and selling them at 11,000. At 11,000 player is yours. Sahil Varanju is going with team Antara Kavya at the price of 11,000. Thank you. Next player please. Next all-rounder is coming with the number 44, Mansoor Qureshi. All-rounder, A plus all-rounder. Thank you so much. No time wasting with Spandan 11 at 5, 8 back to the OV. 8, 11,000, 11,000, 11, 11, 14 with OV, 14,000, 17 back to the Kings. 17, 17, 17. Anybody coming up for 20? 20 with OV, 23. At 23 we have Kings. At 23,000, at 23, at 23, at 26, 29, at 29. Anybody at 32? At 29. At 29,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 29,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 29. At 29,000 we have Spandan Kings for Mansoor Qureshi. At 29. At 29,000, 32 back to the HB Sports. 35. At 35 we have Spandan Kings. At 35. At 35. At 35,000, anybody raising up their pedal? At 38 we have Purandare. At 38, 41. 41, 44 back to the Purandare. 47. 47. At 47, 50. 50,000. At 50. At 50,000 we have Purandare Sangha for Mansoor Qureshi. 53. At 53. 53. Anybody at 56? At 53 we have Spandan Kings for A plus all-rounder Mansoor Qureshi. At 53 going once. 56 back to the Purandare. At 56. At 56. At 56,000 we have Purandare Sangha for Mansoor Qureshi. Thank you. At 59 we have Spandan. At 59. At 59 we have Spandan Kings going once. At 59 and 62. At 62 we have Purandare Sangha. At 62,000. At 62. At 62 we have Purandare Sangha. At 62,000. Going once. Going twice. Asking last time in the room. Thank you. At 65 they are coming in. At 68 back to the Purandare. At 68,000. 68,000 for Mansoor Qureshi. At 68 we have Purandare Sangha in line. At 68,000 going once, going twice, asking last time in the room, fair warning and selling to team Purandare Sangha. Congrats, player is yours. Mansoor Qureshi is going with team Purandare Sangha at 68,000. Next player please. Next up we have A plus all-rounder Chaitanya Patil. Chaitanya Patil at 5. At 5,000 with your team, a good bowler and batter, we have Chaitanya Patil. Chaitanya Patil at 5. Thank you. Coming straight to you at OV. From far right, we have OV11 at 5,000 at 5. At the base price of 5,000, we have OV11 going once at 8. At 8,000 we have strikers. 8,000, 11, 11 back to the OV. 11, 11,000, 11,000 back to the OV. 11,000, 11,000 and 14 and 14 and 14 with strikers. 14, 17 with OV. 17 with OV. 20 with strikers. 20,000 with strikers. 20,000 with strikers. 20,000 with strikers. 20,000 with strikers. 23. 26 at 26 at 26,000 at 26,000 at 26 at 26,000 at 26, 29 and 32. At 32,000 we have VJTI. At 32,000 we have Giza VJTI boys. At 32,000 for Chaitanya Patil. At 32. At 32,000 we have Giza VJTI boys going once, going twice and selling them at 32. At 32 player is yours. Congrats Giza 11, Giza VJTI boys. At 32,000 Chaitanya Patil is going with your squad. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have Saurabh Satelkar. Saurabh Satelkar at 5. At 5,000 we have A plus all-rounder. Thank you OV11 coming straight to you at my right. At my right we have OV11 at 5,000. At the base price of 5 we have OV11 for Saurabh. 8. At 8,000 we have Spandan Kings. 8,000, at 8,000, at 8,000, at 8,000, at 8,000 with Spandan Kings. 11, 11 back to the OV, 11 back to the OV, 14 with Spandan, 14,000 with Spandan, 14,000 with Spandan, 14,000, 14, 17 and 20, 23, at 23 with Spandan, at 23,000 with Spandan, 23,000 with Spandan, at 23,000 for Saurabh Satelkar. We have Spandan 11 at 23. At 23,000 we have Spandan 11 going once, going twice, asking last time in the room, and selling to Spandan 11. Sold. Thank you. Player is going with team Spandan 11 as their A plus all-rounder, Mr. Saurabh Satelkar, at the cost of 23,000 points. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have A plus all-rounder, Mr. Rahul Devkar. Rahul Devkar at 5,000. Thank you, OV11, coming to you at 5. 8,000 back to the strikers. 8,000, 11 at 11, 11, 14 at 14,000. We have Shrisha strikers at 14, 17, 20, 23. At 23, 26 back to the strikers. At 26,000 we have strikers. At 26,000, at 26,000 for Mr. Rahul Devkar. At 26,000 we have Shrisha strikers going once, going twice, asking last time. Any other team coming in and selling to team Shrisha strikers at 26. Player is yours, Shrisha strikers. At 26,000 player is going with team Shrisha strikers. Thank you. Next all-rounder, please. Next up we have Mr. Subodh Sawant from A plus all-rounder category. We have Subodh Sawant at 5,000. At 5,000, thank you HB Sports, coming to you at 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, 32, 35, 35. At 35,000 we have HB Sports. At 35, 38, 41. At 41,000 we have HB Sports going once, going twice, and selling to team HB Sports. At 41,000 Subodh Sawant is coming your way. HB Sports, congrats. So next up, I think we have last all-rounder from the category. Saurabh. Okay. This is Pritesh Narkar going with team OV11 at the base price of 5,000. OV11, congrats. Your A plus all-rounder is going to be Pritesh Narkar from the A plus all-rounder category. Moving forward to the next category. Before that, please check your balances. As per the list, HB Sports, you have 1,09,000 in your pocket left. Spandan 11, 1,27,000. Shrisha Strikers, 1,24,000. Antara Kavya, 1,39,000. OV11, 1,45,000. Prevan 11, 94,000. Purandare Sangha, 82,000. And Jija VJTI Boys, 1,18,000. All the owners and icons, please check with your balances for the next round. Before we move forward to the next round. Moving forward to the next round of A plus batters, right? Yeah. Bowler, batsman, दोन आणि ह्याची starting with the A plus batter category, we have 16 players in this category and every team has to buy 2 batters from the category. Starting with the next category of A plus batter, please pay attention guys. First player from the A plus batters category, we have Rupendra Mane from A plus batters category at 3,000. At 3,000, 5,000, at 3, 5,000 with OV11, 5,000, 7,000, 9,000, 11,000, 11 at 11, 13 at 13, 13 and 15, 17 at 17, at 17,000, at 17,000, at 17, 19,000 with OV, 19,000, 19, 21, 23, at 23,000, at 23,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 23,000 we have Spandan Kings for Rupendra Mane. experienced batter from the Naigaon. 25 back to the OV11. At 25,000, 27, 29 back to the Spandan. At 29,000. At 29, 31 back to the OV. 31 back to OV11. At 31,000 we have OV11. At 31, 33,000 with VJTI boys. 35. At 35 we have Kings. At 35,000, 37 with OV. 37,000 with OV11. At 37,000 we have OV11 for Rupendra Mane. At 37,000 going once. 39 back with the VJTI boys. 39,000. At 39 anybody raising up at 41. At 39 we have Giza VJTI boys. At 41 we have OV. At 41,000 we have OV11. 43 back to the boys. At 43,000 we have VJTI boys for Rupendra Mane. At 43. 43,000 going once. 45. At 45. At 45,000 for A plus batter Rupendra Mane. At 45,000 we have OV11. At 45,000 we have OV11. At 45. 47. At 47. At 47. At 47. At 47 for Rupendra Mane. Going once. Going twice. Asking last time in the room. Fair warning. And selling to team VJTI boys at 47,000. Higher price for A plus batter Rupendra Mane is going with team VJTI boys at the price of 47. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have batter Mr. Kiran Solanki. A plus batter Mr. Kiran Solanki at 3,000 with your team. At 3,000 we have Kiran Solanki. At 3,000. At 3,000 we have Kiran Solanki. At 3,000 we have Kiran Solanki. At 3,000. At 3,000 any team is coming in. Anybody in the room asking last time in the room, and the player will remain as unsold in the category. Next player please. Next up we have batter Rohit Chauhan. Rohit Chauhan at 3,000. At 3,000, thank you Spandan. At 3. At 5,000 we have OV. 7. At 7. At 7. 7,000. 7,000 with Kings. 9,000 with OV. 11. 11 back to the Kings. 11. 13. 13 with Antara Kavya. At 13,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 13,000. 15 with OV. 15,000. 17 with Kings. At 17,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 17,000 we have Spandan Kings. 17, 19 with OV. 19 with OV 11. 21 with HB Sports. 23, 25 with Antara Kavya. 27 with HB Sports. 27 with HB Sports. At 27,000 we have HB Sports. 29 with OV 11. 31 with HB Sports. At 31,000 for Rohit Chauhan. At 31, 33 back to the Kings. 35 with HB Sports. 35 with HB Sports. Asking last time. 35 with HB Sports. 37 with Kings. At 37,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 37,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 37,000. 37, 39 with HB Sports. 39,000 with HB Sports. 39,000 with HB Sports. 39 with OV11. 39,000 with OV11. At 39,000 we have OV11. From far right we have OV11 at 39. At 39,000. At 39,000 for batter. 41 back to the HB Sports. At 41,000 we have HB Sports. Going once. Going twice. Asking last time in the room. And selling to team HB Sports at 41. Sold. At 41,000 Rohit Chauhan is going with team HB Sports. Next player please. Next up we have batter from A category Suraj Shinde. At 3,000, at the cost of 3,000, base price of 3,000, we have Suraj Shinde from the category. Anybody raising up with their pedal for Suraj? At 3,000 from A plus batter category, we have Suraj Shinde. Suraj Shinde, anybody in the room making shout for Suraj? Suraj Shinde, thank you Kings, at the base price of 3,000, coming with you. Going once, 5,000. At 5, 7,000 back to the Kings. 7,000 back to the Kings. 7,000. 7,000. 7,000 back to the Kings. Going once. 9 and 11. 11, 13,000 back to the Kings. At 13,000 for Suraj Shinde. At 13,000 we have Spandan Kings going once, going twice and selling them at 15, at 15, at 15, at 15, at 15, at 15 we have VJTI 17, 17 back to the Kings, going once, going twice, asking last time and selling them at 17. Thank you. Player is yours at 17,000. Suraj Shinde is going with team Spandan Kings at 17,000. Next player please. So next up we have Mr. Ganesh Bhosle at 3,000 with your team from A plus batter category. At 3,000 team, thank you Antara Kavya at the base price of 3,000 coming to you. At 5, at 5 we have Ovi, and 5, 7, at 7,000, at 7,000, 7, 9, 11, at 11 we have Antara Kavya, at 11,000, at 11, 13, at 13,000 we have Ovi 11, 13, 15, 15 with Antara Kavya, 15, 17, 19 with Antara Kavya, 19 with Antara Kavya, 19, 21, 23, at 23 we have Antara Kavya, 25 back to OV11, 25, 27 with Antara Kavya, 29 with OV, 29 with OV, 29, 31, 33, 35, at 35 we have Giza VJTI boys, at 35,000, at 35,000, at 35, 37, 37 back to Antara Kavya, 37 back to the Antara Kavya, 37 back to the Antara Kavya for Ganesh Bhosle, 37, 39 back to strikers, 30, 41. At 41,000 we have OV11 for Ganesh Bhosle. At 41, 43 back to Antara Kavya, 43 back to the Antara Kavya, 43, 45. At 45,000 we have OV11. At 45,000 we have OV11 in the room. 47 back to the Antara Kavya, 49 with OV11, 49,000 for Ganesh Bhosle, 49,000 for Ganesh Bhosle from OV11 for A plus batter Ganesh Bhosle. At 49, at 41, at 49, anybody raising up to the 51, asking last time, going once, going twice, 51. At 51 we have Antara Kavya, 53 back to the OV11, going once, going twice, asking last time and selling them at 53. At 53 player is yours. Ganesh Bhosle is going with OV11 at the higher price of 53,000. Thank you. Next up we have Rupesh Kondharkar, left-hander at 3,000. Left-hander explosive batter Rupesh Kondharkar, thank you, coming to you at 3,000. Right-hander explosive batter Rupesh Kondharkar at 3,000. We have Spandan Kings going once at 5, 7, 9. At 9,000 we have Kings. At 9,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 11, 13, at 13, at 13,000 at the cost of 13,000, 13, 15,000, 17,000, 17, at 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, at 25, at 25,000, at 25,000, at 25, anybody raising up at 27. At 25 we have Spandan Kings going once, going twice, asking last time in the room and selling them at 25. Player is yours. Rupesh Kondharkar is going with team Spandan Kings at the cost of 25,000. Thank you. Next player please. So next up we have Nitin Razapure. Nitin Razapure from A plus batter category, number 29. Nitin Razapure, thank you. Antara Kavya at the center, coming straight to you at 3, 5,000 with OV. 7 with Antara Kavya, 9 with OV. 9, 11, at 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. At 19, 21 with Purandare. 21 with Purandare Sangha. At 21,000 we have Purandare Sangha going once, going twice and selling them at 21,000. Congrats, player is yours at 21,000. Nitin Rajapure is coming your way at 21,000 with Purandare Sangha. Thank you. Next up, please. Next up, we have Mr. Akash Medar from A plus batters category. We have Akash Medar. Akash Medar at the cost of 3,000. Thank you, OV11, coming to you at 3,000. Any other team coming in at 3? At the base price of 3,000, we have OV11 going once, going twice, and selling them at base price of 3,000. Player is yours, OV11. Congrats. At the base price of 3,000, Akash Medar is coming your way. Next player, please. Next up, we have Ajay Mohite. Ajay Mohite at 3,000. At 3,000, we have Ajay Mohite. At 3,000, we have Ajay Mohite. Thank you, HB Sports, coming to you at 3,000. Any other team coming in? Going once at 5. At 5, we have Purandare Sangha. At 5, 7 back to the HB Sports. 7 back to the HB Sports. At 7,000. At 7, 9,000. At 7. At 7, going once, going twice, and selling them at 7,000. At 7,000, player is yours, HB Sports. Yes. At the cost of 7,000, player is going with team HB Sports. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have explosive opening batter, Sushil Shinde. Sushil Shinde. Yeah. Sushil Shinde at 3,000. At 3,000, thank you. 3, 5, 7. At 7,000, we have Antara Kavya. At 7,000, we have Antara Kavya. At 7, 9, 11,000. At 11, we have back to the Antara Kavya. At 11,000 for Sushil Shinde. At 11,000, we have Antara Kavya. At 11,000, at 11,000 with you. Yeah. 13, 15. At 15,000, we have Antara Kavya. At 15,000, at 15,000, at 15, 17, back to the pre-one. 17, 19, at 19 with Antara Kavya. At 19,000 with Antara Kavya for Sushil Shinde. 19, 21, 21, 23 with Antara Kavya. At 23,000, we have Antara Kavya. At 23,000. At 23,000, we have Antara Kavya. 25. At 25, anybody raising up to 27. 27. At 25, we have pre-111 going once, going twice, asking last time in the room for Sushil Shinde, and he is going to be part of pre-111. Sold. Thank you. At the cost of 25,000. Sushil Shinde is going with team pre-111. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have batter. A plus batter is Mr. Sanket Devrukkar. Sanket Devrukkar at 3,000. At 3,000, thank you. At 3,000, Shrisha Strikers. At 3. At 3. Going once, going twice, and selling them. 5, 7. At 5, 7. 7,000. 7,000. 9,000 with strikers. 9,000 with strikers. 9,000 with strikers. 9,000 with strikers. Going once, going twice, asking last time, and selling them at 9,000. Player is yours. Thank you. At 9,000, Sanket Devrukkar is going with team Shrisha Strikers. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have Mr. Prince Baid at 3,000. At 3,000, we have Prince Baid. Prince Baid. Prince Baid, thank you. At 3,000, Antara Kavya. I'd like to bid on Prince. Going once at 3, 5,000, 7,000, at 7, at 7,000, at 7,000, at 7,000 with Antara Kavya. At 7,000, 9,000 with VJTI. 9,000 with VJTI boys. 9,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000 with Antara Kavya. At 11, we have Antara Kavya. At 11,000, going once, 13. 13 back to the VJTI boys. At 13,000, we have VJTI boys for Prince Baid. At 13,000, going once, going twice, asking last time in the room. Thank you. At 15. At 15, at 15,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 15,000, at 15,000, going once, going twice, and selling them. 15, 17. Yeah. At 17,000, at 17,000 we have VJTI boys. At 17, anybody at 19? Thank you. At 19 we have Antara Kavya going once, going twice, asking last time in the room, and selling them. At 19,000, player is yours. Thank you. At 19,000, Antara Kavya get their A plus batsman as Prince Baid at the cost of 19. Next up, we have A plus batter Mr. Kaushik Jadhav. Kaushik Jadhav at 3,000 with your team. At 3,000, anybody are going to bid? Thank you. Thank you so much. At 3,000, we have VJTI boys at the base price. 5,000 with pre-1. 5,000 with pre-1 11. 7 back to VJTI boys. 7,000 back to the VJTI boys. 7,000. At 7,000 we have VJTI boys going once. 9,000 back to the pre-1. 9,000 back to the pre-1 11. 9,000 back to pre-1 11. At 9,000 we have pre-1 11. 11. At 11,000. At 11,000 we have VJTI boys going once, going twice, and selling them at 11,000. Thank you. Player is yours at 11,000. Kaushik Jadhav is going with team Jiza VJTI boys at the cost of 11,000. Next batter, please. Next up, we have A plus batter Mr. Mayur Kare. Mayur Kare at 3,000. At 3,000. Thank you, Shrisha Strikers. At 3, 5 with Antara Kavya, 5,000 with Antara Kavya, 5,000. At 5,000, 7 with Strikers, 9 with Antara Kavya, 11 with Strikers, 11 with Strikers, 11,000 with Strikers, 11, 13 with Antara Kavya, 15 with Strikers, 15 with the Strikers, 17 with Antara Kavya, 19 with Strikers, 19 with Strikers, 21 with Antara Kavya. 21 with Antara Kavya, 23 with the Strikers, 23 with Strikers, 25 with Antara Kavya, 25, 27 with Strikers, 27 with Strikers. At 27 we have Strikers. At 27, 29 with Antara Kavya, 29,000 with Antara Kavya, 31 with Strikers, 31 with Strikers. At 31,000 we have Strikers. At 31,000 we have Strikers. 31. At 33 we have Antara Kavya. 33, 35. At 35 we have Strikers. At 35 we have Strikers. At 35 we have Strikers. At 35, 37 with Antara Kavya. 39 with Strikers. At 39,000 we have Srisha Strikers. 41 with Antara Kavya. 43 with Strikers. At 43,000 we have Srisha Strikers. At 43,000 we have Strikers for batter Mayur Kare. At 43,000 we have Srisha Strikers. 45 with Antara Kavya. 45 with Antara Kavya. 47, 47, 47 going once, going twice, asking last time in the room, and selling them at 47. Player is yours at 47,000. Mayur Kare is going with team Srisha Strikers. Thank you. Next up, please. Next up we have A plus batter Rahul Sakpal. Rahul Sakpal at the cost of 3,000. At 3,000. At 3,000. At 3,000. Thank you. At 3,000. Pre-1 11. Pre-1 11. Going with pre-1 11 at 3,000. Going once. 5 with Antara Kavya. 5,000 with Antara Kavya. 5,000 with Antara Kavya. 5,000 with Antara Kavya. 5,000 with Antara Kavya. 7 with pre-1. 7, 9 with Antara Kavya. 9,000 with Antara Kavya. 9,000. 11. At 11 we have pre-1. 11, 13 with Antara Kavya. 13 with Antara Kavya. 13, 15, 15. At 15, at 15,000 we have pre-1 11 going once, going twice, 17. At 17, At 17 we have Antara Kavya. At 17,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 17. At 17,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 17 going once. At 17, 19. 19 with Prevan. 19 with Prevan. 19 with Prevan going once. 21. At 21. At 21,000. At 21. 21. At 21. At 21. Are you going up? At 23. At 21 we have Antara Kavya going once, going twice and selling them. At 21 player is yours. Thank you. At 21,000 Antara Kavya will write their A plus batter name as Rahul Sakpal. Thank you. Next up we have Mr. Sahil Palekar at the cost of 3,000. Sahil Palekar. OV11 at 3,000. Are you guys coming in? They asked for a minute. At 3,000. Thank you Purandare Sangha coming to you at 3. At 3,000 we have Purandare Sangha going once, going twice, 5. At 5 back to the Prevan. At 5,000. At 5,000 we have Prevan 11. At 5,000 we have Prevan 11 in the game going once, 7,000 with Purandare, 7,000 with Purandare, 7,000 with Purandare, 9,000 with Prevan, 9,000. At 9,000. At 9,000 we have Prevan 11 going once, 11,000 with Purandare, 11,000 with Purandare Sangha. At 11,000, 13,000 with Prevan, 13,000 with Prevan 11, 13,000 with Prevan 11. At 13,000 we have Prevan 11 going once, going twice and selling them at 13,000. Thank you. Prevan 11 player is yours at 13,000. Thank you. Next batter please. And the remaining one, Mr. Kiran Solanki is going with team Purandare Sangha at the base price of 3,000. Thank you. So we are done with the second category of A plus batters. Before starting with the new category, please check your balances, all the team and owners. Please pay attention. HB Sports, you have 61,000 left in your purse. Spandan 11, 85,000. Shrisha Strikers, 68,000. Antara Kavya, 99,000. OV 11, 89,000. Prevan 11, 56,000. Purandare Sangha, 58,000. And Jiza VJTI boys, you have 60,000 left in your purse. Thank you. All the owners are requested to check with your balances before we move forward to the next round of A plus bowlers category. Thank you. So next up we have category of A plus bowlers, starting with the new category of A plus bowlers, base price of 3,000 and the raising amount is 2,000. Starting with the next category, first bowler is going to be A plus bowler Nitesh Surve. Nitesh Surve at the cost of 3,000, at the base price of 3,000 we have Nitesh Surve. Any pedal raising up, any pedal going up for Nitesh. Bowler Nitesh Surve at the cost of 3,000. At 3,000 from A plus bowler category we have Nitesh Surve. Asking last time in the room, any pedal raising up, any pedal going up, asking last time, and the player will remain unsold. In the room, next player please. Next up we have bowler Shubhro Datta. Shubhro Datta from A plus bowler category. From A plus bowler category we have Shubhro Datta. Shubhro Datta, thank you. At 3,000 we have Antara Kavya going once, going twice, 5, 7, 9. At 9,000 we have OV11 at 9,000. At 9,000 we have OV11, 11 with Antara Kavya, 11,000, 13 with OV, 13,000, 13, at 13, at 13, 15 with Antara Kavya, 15, 17, 17, 17, 17, 19 with Antara Kavya. 19,000 with Antara Kavya. 19,000 with Antara Kavya. 19,000. 21. 21 for Shubhro Datta. 21,000 with OV11. At 21,000. 23. 23 with Antara Kavya. At 23,000 we have Antara Kavya going once. 25. At 25 we have OV. At 25,000 we have OV11 at 25. At 25,000 we have OV11 going once. 27 back to Antara Kavya. At 27 we have Antara Kavya going once. 29. At 29 we have OV11. 29. Anybody raising up at 31? Thank you. At 31 we have Antara Kavya. At 31,000 for Shubhro Datta, we have Antara Kavya at 31,000 going once, going twice, and selling them at 31. Shubhro Datta is yours. Thank you. Shubhro Datta making his way to the team Antara Kavya at the cost of 33,000. Thank you. Next player, please. So next up we have Mr. Amit Wadage. Amit Wadage at 3,000. At 3,000 we have A plus bowler as Amit Wadage. Amit at 3,000. At 3,000 asking last time. At 3,000 we have Mr. Amit Wadage as your A plus bowler at the base price of 3,000. Asking last time in the room. Anybody raising up with their pedal? Asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Thank you. Next player, please. Next we have Abhishek Thombre. Abhishek Thombre as your A plus bowler. Thank you. At 3,000, strikers would like to raise up at 3. At the base price of 3,000, we have Srisha strikers. 5,000 back to the Kings. At 5, 7 with HB Sports. 7, 9, 11, 11 with strikers. 13 with Kings. At 13,000 we have Spandan Kings. The last bid for Mr. Thombre. At 13, 15 with VJTI boys. At 15,000 we have VJTI boys. At 15 we have VJTI boys for Abhishek Thombre. At 15, 17 with Kings. 17 with Spandan Kings. At 17,000 we have Spandan Kings going once. 19, 21, 23. At 23 we have Purandare. At 23 we have Purandare Sangha at once. At 23, 25, 27 with Kings. 27 with Kings. At 27,000 we have Spandan Kings going once. Going twice. 29. At 29 we have strikers. At 29,000 we have Srisha strikers going once. Going twice and selling them at 29. Player is yours at 29,000. Bowler Abhishek Thombre is going with team Srisha strikers. Thank you. Next bowler, please. Next up we have Mr. Aryan Kare. Aryan Kare. Aryan Kare at 3,000. At 3,000. At 3, thank you. HB Sports coming to you at 3,000. At 3,000. At 3,000 we have HB Sports going once. 5. At 5,000 we have OV11 at 5. At 5, 7,000 with HB Sports. 7,000 with HB Sports. 7,000 with HB Sports. At 7,000 we have HB Sports. At 7,000 we have HB Sports. At 7,000, 9,000 with OV11. 9,000 with OV11. 9,000, 11,000 with HB Sports. 11,000 with HB Sports going once. Going twice. And selling them at 11,000. Player is yours. HB Sports. Congrats. Player is coming your way at 11,000. Next up, please. Next up we have Yogesh Goankar. Yash Gavkar. Yash Gavkar. Yash Gavkar. From A plus bowlers category, we have Yash Gavkar. Thank you, Spandan Kings. Coming to you at 3000. At 3000, going once, going twice, and selling them at base price of 3000. At the base price of 3000, Yash Gavkar is going with team Spandan Kings. Thank you. Next bowler, please. Next up, we have Mr. Jayesh Garat. Jayesh Garat at 3000. At 3000. At 3000. Thank you, Antara Kavya. Coming to you at 3000. At 3000, going once, going twice, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. At 11,000, we have Team Purandare. At 11, 13, back with the VJTI boys. 13, back with the VJTI boys. At 13, we have VJTI boys. 15 with Purandare. 17, at 17, we have VJTI boys. At 17,000, at 17, 19 with Pre-111. 19 with Pre-111. At 19,000, we have Pre-111 going once, going twice, 21. At 21. At 21,000, 23, back with Antara Kavya. 23, 25. At 25,000, at 25, we have VJTI. At 25,000, we have VJTI boys. Yeah. Pre-111 asked for a minute. At 23,000, we have VJTI. At 23,000, we have VJTI. At 23,000, we have VJTI. 25 with Pre-1. At 25, we have Pre-111. At 25,000, we have Pre-111. At 25,000, we have Pre-111 going once, going twice. At 27, 29, 29 back with Pre-1. At 29,000. At 29,000, at 29,000, we have Pre-111 going once, going twice, and selling them. And selling them at 29,000. Player is going with team Pre-111 at 29. Thank you. Next bowler, we have number 34, Prathamesh Sawant. From A plus bowler category, we have Prathamesh Sawant. Thank you. At 3,000, we have OV11 at 5. At 5,000, at 5,000, at 5, 7,000 with OV. 7,000 with OV11, 7,000, 9,000, 9,000 back with VJTI, 11,000 with OV. 13,000 with VJTI, 13,000 with VJTI, 15, 17, at 17, at 17, 19 with 19, 19 with OV11, 19 with OV11 going once, 21, 21 with VJTI, 21 with VJTI, 23 with OV, 23, 25, at 25, at 25, at 27, at 27 we have OV, at 27 we have OV going once, 27, at 27 we have OV, going once, going twice, and selling them at 27. Player is yours at 27,000. OV11.
कोणत्या दोन टीम राहिले हे नाही
Hello. Unsold players from the category. We have Nitesh Surve. Nitesh Surve at 3,000, going once, going twice, and selling them at 3,000 at the base price of 3,000. And the remaining one, Mr. Wadage, is going with team VJTI boys. So here we are done with the A plus bowlers category. Moving forward to the next category of 40 plus. Before that, all the teams, please check with your balance. HB Sports 50,000, Spandan 11 82,000, Shrisha Strikers 39,000, Antara Kavya 68,000, OV 11 62,000, Pre1 11 29,000, and Purandare Sangha 55, and VJTI Boys 57,000. Thank you. Starting with the next category of 40 plus. Number 55, Mr. Vikas Babar at 2,000, at 2,000, at 2,000, at 2,000 we have Pre1 11, going once, going twice, asking last time and selling them at base price of 2,000. Vikas Babar is going with team Pre1 11 at the cost of 2,000. Next player please. Next up we have Mr. Sunil Hardankar. Sunil Hardankar from 40 plus category at 2,000. At 2,000, thank you HB Sports, at 2,000, coming your way once, going twice and selling them at the base price of 2,000. HB Sports have brought their 40 plus player as Sunil Hardankar. Thank you. Next up we have number 51, Sachin Ganwat. Sachin Ganwat from 40 plus category at 2,000. At 2,000, at 2,000, at 2,000, at 2,000 we have Sachin Ganwat. Sachin Ganwat will remain unsold in the category. Next player please. Next up we have Fakrul Khan. OV11 at 2,000, 4,000 with Antara Kavya. At 3,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 3,000 we have Antara Kavya. Going once, going twice and selling them at 3,000. Fakrul Chacha are going to be part of team Antara Kavya. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have Namdev Shinde, number 52, Namdev Shinde. Namdev Shinde from 40 plus category at 2,000. Thank you Kings. Going once, going twice, asking last time and selling them at base price of 2,000 with Spandan Kings. Thank you. Next up number 49, Mr. Rajesh Kare. Rajesh Kare, thank you, at 2,000, 3,000 with Purandare Sangha. Going once, going twice, 4,000 with Shrisha Strikers. 4,000 with Shrisha Strikers. 4,000, 5,000 with Purandare Sangha. Going once, going twice and selling them at 5,000. At 5,000, Mr. Rajesh Kare is going with team Purandare Sangha. Thank you. Next player please.
बरोबर आहे.
Next up is player number 54, Appa Kumbhar. Appa Kumbhar at 2000, 4. At 4000 we have VJTI boys. At 4000. At 4000.
त्याचं टी-शर्ट ते
अरे तू बोर्ड उचलून ठेवलेलास ना.
चालू कर तू.
At 4000 we have VJTI boys going once, going twice and selling them at 4000. At 4000 Appa Kumbhar is going with team Giza VJTI boys. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have number 50, Vivek Talekar. Vivek Talekar from 40 plus category at 2000.
अजून एक आहे सचिन गणवट.
At 2000, thank you strikers, going once, going twice and selling them. Base price of 1000. Shrisha strikers have their 40 plus player as Vivek Talekar. Thank you. Next player please.
कोण राहिलाय ओवीला.
And Sachin Ganawat is going with team OV11 at the base price of 2000, and here we are done with the first 4 categories of this auction, and after that balance is like HB Sports have 48,000 left in their purse. Spandan 11, HB Sports have got their 7 players as icon and owner Harshad Bojnaik and icon Prasad Lad. A plus batter Rohit Sawan, A plus all-rounder Rohit Sawan, batter Ajay Mohite, Aryan Kale as their bowler, all-rounder Subodh Sawant and 40 plus player Mr. Sunil Hardankar. Next up, next team please. Next up we have Spandan 11, icon Vikram Kamble, batter Rupesh Kondalkar, batter Suraj Shinde, bowler Yash Gaokar, all-rounder Saurabh Satelkar and 40 plus player Namdev Shinde. Next team, Shrisha strikers, till now 7 players, Viraj Padwar as their icon, all-rounder Rahul Devkar, Mayur Kale batter, Sanket Devrukkar batter, bowler Abhishek Thombre and 40 plus player Vivek Talekar. Next team is Antara Kavya, 7 players, Dadasaheb Bhosle as their icon, all-rounder is Sahil Varanju, Rahul Sakpal and Prince Baid as their batters, bowler Shubhro Datta and 40 plus player Fakrul Chacha. Next up we have OV11, 7 players, Dinesh Hadkar as their icon, all-rounder Pritesh Nadkar, Ganesh Bhosle and Akash Medar as their batter, bowler Prathamesh Sawant and 40 plus player Sachin Ganawat. Pre-111, Ajit Mohite is their icon, all-rounder Sonu Baid, Sushil Shinde and Sahil Palekar as their batters, bowler Jayesh Gharad and 40 plus player Vikas Babar. Purandare Sangha, Abhishek Baid as their icon, Mansoor Qureshi is their all-rounder, batters are Nitin Rajapure and Kiran Solanki, bowler Nitesh Surve and 40 plus player Mr. Rajesh Kale. Giza VJTI boys have their 7 players, Akash Jadhav as their icon, all-rounder Chaitanya Patil, Rupendra Mane and Kaushik Jadhav as their batters, bowler Amit Vadagre and 40 plus player Appa Kumbhar. So here we are done with the first 4 categories, and your remaining balance is HB Sports 48,000 left in your purse, Spandan 11 80,000, Shrisha Strikers 37,000, Antara Kavya 65,000, OV11 60,000, Pre-111 27,000, Purandare Sangha 50,000 and Giza VJTI boys 53,000. All the owners and icons, please check with your balances as we proceed to the auction. Thank you.
हॅलो, एक 5 मिनिटं फक्त या ठिकाणी ट्रॉफीचं अनावरण आणि टी शर्टचं अनावरण होईल. सन्माननीय कार्यसम्राट आमदार श्री कालिदास कोळंबकर साहेब पुरस्कृत नायगाव प्रीमियर लीग 2025 पर्व 4 साहेबांची तब्येत या ठिकाणी बरी नसल्यामुळे ते या ठिकाणी उपस्थित राहिले नाहीत. त्याबद्दल ते दिलगिरी त्यांनी व्यक्त केलेली आहे, परंतु टुर्नामेंटच्या अंतिम दिवशी ते या ठिकाणी उपस्थित राहणार आहेत. ही टुर्नामेंट त्यांनी करण्यासाठी संधी दिली त्याबद्दल त्यांचा आभार. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या आपल्या वतीने साहेबांसाठी या ठिकाणी वाजवत. त्याचबरोबर या ठिकाणी आम्हाला वेळोवेळी सहकार्य करणारे, मैदान उपलब्ध करून देणारे सन्मान्य श्री संदीप पानसांडे या ठिकाणी उपस्थित आहेत. त्यांचं देखील मनपूर्वक हार्दिक स्वागत. राजेश काळे आपल्याला विनंती, आपण इथे यायचंय. प्रीतम पास्टे इकडे यायचंय. या ठिकाणी सुनील हदनकर यांना अक्षय गाडे आपण पण पुढे. सुनील हदनकर यांना विनंती करतो की आपण संदीप पानसंडे यांचा या ठिकाणी सन्मान करायचा आहे. शाल व पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन तिकडे बघ. शाल व पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन त्यांचा या ठिकाणी सन्मान या ठिकाणी सुनील हदनकर यांच्या शुभ हस्ते या ठिकाणी केला जातोय. संदीप पानसंडे, प्रीतम पास्टे आपल्याला विनंती आहे की आपण सन्माननीय श्री निखिल नायकर यांच्या वतीने आणि आपल्या वतीने प्रीतम पास्टे यांच्या वतीने देण्यात आलेला हा करंडक संदीप पानसंडे आणि प्रीतम पास्टे एकत्रितरित्या या ठिकाणी करंडकाचं अनावरण करायचंय. कुमार मानविक, निखिल नायकर यांच्या सौजन्याने हा करंडक या वर्षीच्या या ठिकाणी देण्यात आलाय. त्यांचं देखील मंडळाच्या वतीने मनपूर्वक आभार. नायगाव प्रीमियर लीगचे ब्रँड अँबॅसेडर प्रसाद लाड आपल्याला, प्रशांत गाडीगावकर आपण पण या ठिकाणी उपस्थित राहायचंय. या ठिकाणी ट्रॉफीचं अनावरण संदीप पानसांडे, प्रीतम पास्टे, प्रशांत गाडीगावकर यांच्या शुभ हस्ते या ठिकाणी, त्याचबरोबर प्रसाद लाड
उचलू नको. थोडा बाजूला देतो. पॅडी टी शर्ट काढ सर. शाल घे लवकर.
राजेश काळे आपल्याला विनंती आहे, प्रशांत गाडीगावकर यांचा देखील या ठिकाणी आपण सन्मान करायचा आहे. या ठिकाणी शाल व पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन सन्मान्य श्री प्रशांत गाडीगावकर यांचा आपण सन्मान करायचा आहे. ठीक आहे, राजेश काळेंना द्या. ए सुबोध फोटो घे. सुबोध हे घ्या काका. सागर ट्रॉफी आहे बाकी, ह्याच्या वेळेला ते बाकी सगळे लावून टी शर्ट. या ठिकाणी पुन्हा एकदा आपल्या सर्वांना विनंती, टी शर्टचं अनावरण या ठिकाणी आपल्या शुभ हस्ते करायचं. जी नायगाव प्रीमियर लीगची जी टी शर्ट यावर्षी आपण जे परिधान करणार आहे, सन्मान्य कार्यसम्राट आमदार कालिदास कोळंबकर साहेब यांच्या वतीने या ठिकाणी टी शर्ट या ठिकाणी देण्यात आली आहे दरवर्षीप्रमाणे. प्रीतम पास्टे, संदीप पानसांडे, प्रशांत गाडीगावकर या सर्वांना विनंती आहे की आपण या ठिकाणी टी शर्टचं अनावरण या ठिकाणी करायचंय. गणपती बाप्पा. असू दे या देऊन आपण त्या दाखवू. त्या काढ सर्व काका, तारा काढा लवकर पटापट. कोणाचे काढ. एक एक आयकॉनला विनंती करेन की आपण या टी शर्ट या ठिकाणी आपल्या कलेक्ट करायचे आहेत. सर्वात प्रथम टी शर्ट दिली जाईल ती संदीप इकडे. थांब. सर्वात प्रथम टी शर्ट दिली जाईल ती ब्रँड अँबॅसेडर प्रसाद लाड, संदीप पानसांडे याच्या शुभ हस्ते ही टी शर्ट आपल्याला दिली जाईल. असं उभं राहा ना, इथे उभे राहा ना. त्यात इथे उभे राहा. हा वाजू दे ना. या प्रशांत काका. कोण आहे पहिलं, कोण आहे? थांब. श्रीशा 11 विराज पडवळ. त्या सर्वांनी द्या. प्रीतम तू पण दे. हा काय तो बघा, विराज पडवळ. ती कोणाची आहे? अभिषेक बैत पुरंदरे संघ. दोन्ही साईड टाका.
जा ना प्रीतम तू पण बाजूला.
ठीक आहे. अभिषेक बैद पुरंदरे संघ प्रीतम पास्टे यांच्या शुभ हस्ते. ओव्ही 11 दिनेश हरकर सुनील हळदणकर यांच्या शुभ हस्ते. ठीक आहे काका. ओव्ही 11 नाही घ्या द्या लवकर. अंतरा काव्या वैभव पवार.
ए कोण आहे का दादा हो तुम्ही उभे राहा.
नाही घेतलं. विजेटे बॉईज आकाश जाधव राजेश काळे यांच्या शुभ हस्ते. नामदेव शिंदे आपण पण यायचे इथे या लवकर या. अमोल साळुंके आपण जरा या इकडे. टी शर्ट एक. नामदेव शिंदे आपल्या शुभ हस्ते द्यायचे. प्रिवान 11 अजित मोहिते. अमोल दादा एक शेवटची टी शर्ट आहे ये ना.
लास्ट आहे ना.
अमोल साळुंके स्पंदन 11 विक्रम कांबळे यांना आपण टी शर्ट द्यायचे. चला दोन्ही साईड दाखव. सर्वांचे मान्यवरांचे आभार. आपण या कार्यक्रमाला सुरुवात करायचे. स्वरूप आता जनरल कॅटेगरी आहे ना.
काका बसा तुम्ही 2 मिनिटं. ओ काका तुम्ही बसा.
जनरल कॅटेगरी स्वरूप आपल्याला विनंती. लाव ना सागर लाव. अरे हो दे खर्च लाव तू. अरे लाव तू. जा. पुन्हा एकदा आपण या ठिकाणी खेळाडू लिलाव प्रक्रियेला आपण या ठिकाणी सुरुवात करत आहोत.
संपलं उडव बंद पण.
चला स्वरूप
हा केला.
हॅलो. HB Sports
Starting with the last category of general players, every team has to buy 8 players from the category, right? 8 players. Every team has to buy 8 players from the category. Yes. Starting with the last category of सर्व संघ मालकांना आणि आयकनला विनंती आहे ती टी शर्ट परिधान करून बसायचं आहे. जी टी शर्ट आपल्याला प्रोव्हाइड करण्यात आलेली आहे ती परिधान करून टेबलवर बसायचं आहे विनंती असणार आहे. Starting with the next category, first player from the general category, Ashutosh Terekar. At 2000 we have OV11 going once, going twice, 3000, 4000, 4000 with Purandare, 4000, 4000, 4000. Anybody in the room? Thank you. At 5 we have HB Sports. At 5000 we have HB Sports going once, going twice, and selling them at 5000 with HB Sports. Terekar is going with team HB Sports at the cost of 5,000. Next player please. Next up we have Mr. Akash More. Akash More at 2,000. At the base price of 2,000 we have Akash More. Thank you VJTI. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. At 4, 5,000 back with Antara Kavya. At 5,000 we have Antara Kavya. At 5,000 for Mr. Akash More. At 5,000 going once, going twice and selling them. 6,000 at 6, at 6, at 6, at 6 we have strikers. At 6, 7,000 with Antara Kavya. 7,000, 7,000 asking last time. 7,000 anybody raising up with their pedals. 7,000 going once, going twice, selling them at 7,000. At 7,000 Antara Kavya has their player from general category Akash More. Next player please. Next up we have Aniket Bagwe. Aniket Bagwe at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Aniket Bagwe. Aniket Bagwe. Aniket Bagwe. Aniket Bagwe at 2,000. At 2,000 thank you Spandan Kings. At 2,000 going once, going twice and selling them at the base price of 2,000. Thank you Spandan Kings have their player at the base price of 2,000 Mr. Akash Bagwe. Next up we have Prajjot Sarke. Prajjot Sarke at 2,000. Prajjot Sarke at 2,000. At 2,000 with your team. At 2,000 we have Prajjot Sarke. Prajjot Sarke. Prajjot Sarke at 2,000. At 2,000. At 2,000 we have Prajjot Sarke. At 2,000 we have Prajjot Sarke asking last time in the room and the player will remain unsold. In the room, next player please. Next up we have Sajid Sheikh. Sajid Sheikh at 2,000. Sajid Sheikh at 2,000. At 2,000 anybody raising up with their pedal for Sajid. Sajid Sheikh at 2,000. At 2,000 anybody in the room making shout for Sajid. Mr. Sajid Sheikh at 2,000. Back to back player will remain unsold in the room. Next player please. Next up we have Navnath Jadhav. Navnath Jadhav at 2,000 we have Navnath Jadhav. Navnath Jadhav at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Navnath Jadhav. Navnath Jadhav. Any pedal raising up, any pedal going up, player will remain unsold. Next up we have Jayesh Moite. Jayesh Moite, thank you at 2,000 with OV11 going once, 3, 4. At 4,000 we have Pre-111. At 4,000 we have Pre-111, 5,000 with OV, 5,000 with OV11 going once, 6,000 back with Pre-1, 6,000 back with Pre-1 going once, going twice, 7,000 with VJTI, 7,000 with VJTI. At 7,000 we have VJTI for Jayesh Moite. At 7,000, at 7,000, 8,000 with Pre-1, 8,000 with Pre-111 going once, going twice, asking last time in the room and selling them at 8,000. At 8,000 player is yours Pre-111. Congrats for the Jayesh Moite at 8,000. Next player please. Next up we have Sagar Kamble at 2,000. Sagar Kamble at 2,000. Thank you at 2,000 going once with VJTI. 3,000 with strikers. 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. At 4,000, 5,000 back with the strikers. 5,000, 6,000 with VJTI. 6,000 with VJTI boys. 6,000 with VJTI. 7,000 with strikers. 7,000 with strikers going once, going twice and 8 and 8,000 and 8,000. At 8,000 going once, going twice and selling them at 8,000. At 8,000 Sagar Kamble is going with team VJTI boys. Giza VJTI boys at 8,000. Next player please. Next up we have Naveen Burela. Naveen Burela at 2,000 from the general category. At 2,000, thank you. At 2,000 going once with OV11, going twice with OV3, 3,000 with strikers, 3,000 with Shrisha strikers. At 3,000 we have Shrisha strikers. At 3,000 we have Shrisha strikers going once, going twice and selling them at 3,000. Thank you. Player is yours at 3,000. Shrisha strikers have their general category player number 1 as Navin Burela. Next up we have Sushant More. From general category we have Sushant More at 2000. At 2000. At 2000. At 2000. At 2000. At 2000. Thank you. At 2000 HB Sports would like to raise their pedal. Going once. Going twice. 3000 with 3000. At 3000 we have Srisha Strikers. At 3000 we have Srisha Strikers going once, going twice and selling them at 3000. Srisha Strikers have their player as Sushant More. Next player please. Yes. Next player please. Next up we have Omkar Sawant. From general category we have Omkar Sawant. Omkar Sawant at 2000. At 2000 we have Omkar Sawant Purandare Sangha at 2000 going once, going twice, asking last time 3000 with Privan, 3000 with Privan, 4000 with Purandare, 4000 with Purandare, going once, going twice, 5000 with Privan, 5000 with Privan, 5000 with Privan, 5000 with Privan, 5000 with Privan going once, going twice and selling them at 5000. At 5000 Privan 11 have their player as Omkar Sawant. Next player please. Next up we have Aryan Sansare. Aryan Sansare at 2000. At 2000 thank you OV11 coming to you at 2000 going once, 3000 with Purandare, 4000 with OV, 4000 with OV, 4000, 5000 with Purandare, 5000, 6000 back to the OV, 6000 back to the OV, 6000 for Aryan Sansare, 6000 for Aryan Sansare, 6000 for Aryan Sansare going once, going twice, 7, 8 at 8000, at 8000, at 8000 we have Strikers. At 8000, at 8000 we have Strikers. At 8000 we have Strikers. At 8000 we have Strikers going once, going twice, asking last time in the room and selling to team Srisha Strikers at 8000. At 8000 Aryan Sansare is going with team Srisha Strikers. Next up number 120 Sachin Patankar. Sachin Patankar at 2000, 3000, 3000 with Purandare. At 3000 we have Purandare Sangha for Sachin Patankar going once, 4, 5, 6. At 6000 we have HB Sports. 7000 with Kings, 7000 with Spandan Kings, 7000 with Spandan Kings, 8000 with HB Sports, 9000 with Spandan Kings, 9000 with Spandan Kings, 9000 with Spandan Kings going once, 10,000 with HB Sports, 10,000 with HB Sports going once, going twice, 11,000 with Antara Kavya, 11,000 with Antara Kavya, 12,000 with HB Sports, 12,000 with HB Sports going once, going twice and selling them at 12,000 to HB Sports. At 12,000 Sachin Patankar is going with team HB Sports. Next up we have Mayur Karotia. Mayur Karotia at 2000. At 2000 any team would like to raise their pedal for Mayur. Mayur Karotia at 2000. At 2000 we have Mayur Karotia. At 2000 we have Mayur Karotia. At 2000 player will remain unsold in the room. Next player please. Next up we have Sugriv Yadav. Sugriv Yadav at 2000 we have Antara Kavya going once, 3 at 3, 4000 back to the Antara Kavya. At 4000 we have Antara Kavya going once, going twice and selling them at 4,000. At 4,000, player is yours, Antara Kavya. At 4,000, Sugriv Yadav making your way. Next up, we have Pratik Sawant at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Pratik Sawant. At 2,000. At 2,000, we have Pratik Sawant. At 2,000, we have Pratik Sawant. Pratik Sawant at 2,000. Thank you. At 2,000, Spandan Kings would like to raise their pedal at 2. Going once, going twice. Selling them at the base price of 2,000. Player is coming your way at the base price of 2,000. Pratik Sawant is making his way to Spandan Kings. Next player, please. Next up, we have Rohit Kadam. Rohit Kadam. At 2,000, we have Rohit Kadam. Rohit Kadam. Rohit Kadam. From general category, we have Rohit Kadam at 2,000. At 2,000, going once with HB. 3,000 with strikers. 4,000 with Antara Kavya. 4,000 with Antara Kavya. 4,000 with Antara Kavya for Rohit Kadam at 4,000. 4,000 with Antara Kavya, going once, going twice, asking last time in the room and selling to team Antara Kavya. Player is yours at 4,000. Rohit Kadam is going with team Antara Kavya. Next player, please. Next up, we have Bhavesh Hadkar. Bhavesh Hadkar at 2,000. Bhavesh Hadkar. Thank you, OV11, coming to you at 2,000. Going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price of 2,000. OV11. Player is going with team OV11. Bhavesh Hadkar at the base price of 2,000. Going with OV11. Next player, please. Next up, we have Siddhant Mohite. Siddhant Mohite from general category. Siddhant Mohite from general category. Anybody in the room making shout for Siddhant? Siddhant Mohite. Siddhant Mohite remain unsold. Next player, please. Next up, we have Narayan Parab. Narayan Parab at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Narayan Parab asking last time in the room. Asking last time, and player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Samir Nirmal. Samir Nirmal. Samir Nirmal. Thank you, Antara Kavya at 2,000, coming to you at the center, going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price of 2,000. Player is coming your way at the base price of 2,000. Samir Nirmal is going with team Antara Kavya. Thank you. Next up, we have Abhi Chafe. Abhi Chafe. Thank you. At 2,000, we have OV11. 3,000 with VJTI. 3,000. At 3,000. At 3,000. 4 with OV. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. At 5,000. At 5,000, we have VJTI boys. 6,000 with OV11. 7,000 with VJTI. 7,000 with VJTI, 7,000 with VJTI, going once, going twice, selling them at 7,000. At 7,000, player is going with team VJTI boys at 7,000. Next up, we have Rohit Sonawane from general category at the price of 2,000. At 2,000, we have Rohit Sonawane. Rohit Sonawane with your squad. Anybody? Thank you so much, strikers, coming to you at the far left. Going once, going twice, going with them at the base price of 2,000. Rohit Sonawane is going to be part of team Shrisha strikers at the base price of 2,000. Next player, please. Next up, एक राउंड झाला काय? I'll request all the owners and icons, please check your number of players and balances. HB Sports 31,000 in your left in your purse. Spandan 11 76,000. Shrisha Strikers 21,000. Antara Kavya 48,000. OV 11 58,000. P1 11 14,000. Purandare Sangha 50,000. And Jiza VJTI boys 38,000. Thank you. Move forward to the next auction. Next up, we have player number 149, Suraj More. Suraj More. Suraj More. Suraj More. Any pedal going up, any pedal raising up for Suraj More. Suraj More from general category at 2000 with your team. Asking last time in the room, and the player will remain unsold. In the room, next player please. Next up, we have Sandesh Gurau. Sandesh Gurau at the price of 2000. Thank you HB Sports, coming to you at 2000, going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price of 2000. Sandesh Gurau is making his way to HB Sports at the base price. Next player please. Next up, we have Sujit Nanaure. Sujit Nanaure at 2000. At 2000 we have Sujit Nanaure. Sujit Nanaure. At 2000 we have Sujit Nanaure. Asking last time in the room. Any pedal raising up? Anybody coming in? And the player will remain unsold. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have Mr. Anand Naik. Anand Naik from general category OV11, coming straight to you at my far right. Go once. 3. At 3000. At 3000. At 3000 we have Purandare Sangha. 4000. 4000. 4000 back with OV. 4000 back with the OV11. 4000 back with the OV11, going once, going twice, asking last time, and selling them at 4,000. At 4,000, OV11 has their general category player Anand Naik. Thank you. Next up, we have Akshat Mahadeshwar. Akshat Mahadeshwar at 2,000. At 2,000 with your team. Thank you VJTI. At 2,000, 3,000 back with Purandare Sangha. 3,000. 3,000 back with the Purandare Sangha. 4,000. 5,000. 5,000 with Purandare. 5,000 with Purandare. Going once, going twice, and selling them at 5. At 5,000, Purandare Sangha has their general category player Akshat Mahadeshwar. Next up, we have Vishal Waghela. Vishal Waghela at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Vishal Waghela. At 2,000, asking last time. At 2,000, we have Pre-111 going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price of 2,000. Pre-111, congratulations, you have your player as Vishal Waghela. Next up we have Rakesh Mistry. Rakesh Mistry at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Rakesh Mistry. Rakesh Mistry at 2,000. We have VJTI boys at 2,000, going once, going twice, 3, 4. At 4,000 we have Pre-1. At 4,000 we have Pre-111. 5,000 back with VJTI boys. 5,000 back with the VJTI boys. 5,000 back with the Giza VJTI boys, going once, going twice, selling them at 5,000. At 5,000, Rakesh Mistry is going with team Giza VJTI boys. Next player please. Next up we have Aryan Mahadik. Aryan Mahadik at 2,000. Thank you Kings. At 2, 3, 4,000 with VJTI. 5,000 back with the Kings. 6,000 with HB Sports. 6,000 with HB Sports. 7,000 with Kings. 7,000 with Spandan Kings. 7,000 with Spandan Kings. 8,000. 9,000 with Antara Kavya. 9,000 with Antara Kavya. 9,000 with Antara Kavya for Aryan Mahadik. 9,000 with Antara Kavya, going once. 10,000 with Spandan Kings. 10,000 with Spandan Kings. 10,000. 10,000. 11,000 with Antara Kavya. 11,000 with Antara Kavya, going once, going twice, selling them at 11. At 11,000, player is coming your way, Antara Kavya. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have Naresh Dhumar. Naresh Dhumar at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Naresh Dhumar. Naresh Dhumar. Naresh Dhumar at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Naresh Dhumar. Asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Thank you. Next player please. Next up we have Gangadhar Patil. Gangadhar Patil from the category Gangadhar Patil. Gangadhar Patil, any pedal racing up for Gangadhar Patil. Gangadhar Patil at 2,000. At 2,000 we have Gangadhar Patil, asking last time in the room, and the player will remain back to back unsold. Thank you. Next player please. Next up, we have Amar Sonavne. Amar Sonavne. Amar Sonavne at 2000. Thank you, strikers. Going once at 2000. Going twice. Selling them at base price of 2000. Player is going with team Shrisha Strikers at the base price of 2000. Next player, please. Next up, we have Sagar Udmale at 2000. At 2000, we have Mr. Sagar at 2000, asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Mehank Dhanavde. Mehank Dhanavde. Mehank Dhanavde, thank you, at 2000. We have HB Sports, 3000 with Kings, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000. 7,000, 12,000, 13, 14, 15,000. At 15,000 we have Spandan Kings. At 15,000 we have Spandan Kings going once, 16 with HB Sports, 17 with Spandan. Going once, 17,000 with Spandan Kings. At 17,000 going once, going twice, 18,000, 19,000 with Spandan. 19,000 back with the Spandan Kings going once, going twice, 21,000, 21,000. At 21,000 we have Spandan Kings going once, going twice, and Mehang Dhanavde is going with team Spandan Kings at the price of 21,000. Highest from this category. Next up we have Mandar Deshmukh. Mandar Deshmukh at 2000. Thank you, OV11. Mandar Deshmukh. 3000, 4000, 5, 6000 with Antara Kavya. At 6000 we have Antara Kavya going once, going twice, 7000 with OV11. 7000 with OV11, 8000 back with the Kings. 8000 back with the Kings, 9000, 10,000, 11, 12. At 12,000 we have Spandan Kings going once, 13,000, 13,000 with HB Sports, 13,000 with HB Sports going once, going twice, and selling them at 13,000. At 13,000 HB Sports have their player Mandar Deshmukh. Next up, please. Next up we have Mojesh Kale. Mojesh Kale. Mojesh Kale at 2000. At 2000 we have Mojesh Kale. Mojesh Kale. Mojesh Kale at 2000 going once, going twice, and selling them at base price to team Spandan Kings at the base price of 2000. Mojesh Kale is going with team Spandan 11. Next up we have Gautam Medar. Gautam Medar. Thank you. At 2000 we have HB Sports in line going once, going twice, selling them at the base price of 2000. Thank you. At 2000 we have HB Sports for Gautam Medar. Next up we have Yash Narvekar. Yash Narvekar. Yash Narvekar. Yash Narvekar. Thank you, Pre-111 at 2000. 3000 with Purandare. 4000 with OV. 4000 with OV11. Going once, going twice, selling them at 4000. Player is yours at 4000. At 4000 OV11 have their player as Narvekar, Yash Narvekar. Next up we have Akshay More. Akshay More. Akshay More. 2000 with VJTI. 2000 with VJTI going once. 3000 with Purandare. 4000. 4000 with VJTI going once, going twice. 5000 with Purandare. Going once, going twice, and selling them at 5000. At 5000 Purandare has their player Akshay More. Next up please. Next up we have Om Narvekar. Om Narvekar. Player number 100 Om Narvekar. Om Narvekar. Hello. Om Narvekar asking last time in the room, and player will called as unsold in the room. Next please. Next up, we have Aryan Sheikh. Aryan Sheikh. Aryan Sheikh. Thank you, HB Sports. Going once, going twice. Coming your way at the base price of 2000. HB Sports has their player as Aryan Sheikh at the base price of 2000. Next player, please. Yes, HB. Next player we have Harshal Vapilkar. Harshal Vapilkar at 2000. Thank you, Pre-111 at 2000. Straight coming to you, going once, going twice, and selling to center. Pre-111 at the base price of 2000. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up we have Mayank Dongre. Mayank Dongre. Mayank Dongre at 2000. Mayank Dongre at 2000. At 2000 we have Mayank Dongre. Mayank Dongre. At 2000 we have Mayank Dongre. Mayank Dongre at 2000. At 2000 we have Mayank Dongre. At 2000 we have Mayank Dongre. The player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up we have Aniket Chauhan. Aniket Chauhan. Aniket Chauhan. Thank you. At 2000, Pre-111 would like to raise their pedal at once, going twice, asking last time, and selling them at the base price of 2000. Congrats, Pre-111. You have your next player at the base price. Next up, we have Raju Joseph. Raju Joseph at 2000. At 2000, we have Raju Joseph. Raju Joseph at 2000. At 2000, we have Raju Joseph. Raju Joseph at 2000. The player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up we have Ashish Adatrao. Ashish Adatrao, thank you. At once, going twice, selling HB Sports at the base price of 2000. Ashish Adatrao is going to be part of HB Sports at the base price. Next up we have Dipesh Pal. Dipesh Pal, bowler. Dipesh Pal, thank you. At 2000 we have Pre-111 going once, going twice, coming your way at the base price of 2000. Yes, player has already sold to team Pre-111. Yeah. Next up we have Sanket Chedu. Sanket Chedu. Sanket Chedu. Anybody in the room raising up with their pedal for Sanket, showing their interest towards Sanket at 2000. At 2000 at the base price of 2000, asking last time in the room, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up we have Shubham Nasre. Shubham. Player will remain unsold. Back to back unsold.
हॅलो सौरभ, किती प्लेयर बाकी आहेत? एकदा पॉइंट्स दाखव सर्वांचे. 50. HB स्पोर्ट्स बॅलन्स 10,000. स्पंदन 53,000. शेषा स्ट्रायकर 19,000 बॅलन्स आहेत. अंतरा काव्या 37,000. OB 11 50,000. Pre-111 6,000. पुरंदरे संघ 40,000 आणि जिजा विजय 33,000 बॅलन्स आहेत.
ते अरे त्या ह्याच्यात समजेल ना. अरे तुझ्या ह्याच्यात आहे ना, तुझ्या ह्याच्यात तो अरे मॅक्स स्पीडचा ऑप्शन आहे, वो मॅक्स स्पीड त्यामध्ये लिहिलंय सगळ्या टीम.
तो थांबवेल सौरभ. सौरभ, ग्रुप पाडायचे आपल्याला 8 टीम. ग्रुप ए आणि ग्रुप बी. या ठिकाणी ग्रुप ए आणि ग्रुप बी.
हा करूया ना, फटकन होऊ दे ना. एक तो त्याला आराम मिळू दे ना 2 मिनिटं.
मला काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही, मी चालू ठेवेल.
या ठिकाणी आपण ग्रुप A1 ची पहिली टीम आहे. नंतर B1 ला जाईल ना सेकंड. ठीक आहे. A1 अचित तू थांबव. प्रिवान 11 A1 A1 प्रिवान 11. यानंतर पुढची टीम असेल B1. B1 लावणार आहे. पॅडी
सेमी क्रॉस ना
अंतर काय सेमी क्रॉस होईल. B1 अंतरा काव्या पुन्हा A2
नाही जाणार रे खिशात हात आहे.
श्रीशा स्ट्रायकर विराज पडवळ सुनील शेलार. नेक्स्ट जिजा विजेडी आहे. अभि रन रेटवर नाही ना. A3 पुरंदरे संघ पुरंदरे संघ स्पंदन B3 स्पंदन चल लवकर A4 ओवी थोडं मी पण शिकवलं रे. ओवी A4 आणि B4 HB आणि सर्व सामने 6 षटकांचे होतील. दिलेल्या वेळेमध्ये सामने होतील आणि 2 ओव्हर पॉवर प्ले. सर्व संघांना कॅप या दिल्या जातील. कोणी आपापली कॅप जर कोणी बनवत असेल तर ती तुमची जबाबदारी आहे. जी कॅप कमिटी देईल ती कॅप परिधान करून आपल्याला खेळावं लागेल याची सर्वांनी नोंद घ्यायची आहे. कंपल्सरी चेस हा सामन्याचा नियम आणि लॉट्स आपल्याला बनवून पाठवले जातील. फोटो काढू सागर काढ समोर. कसला सांगतो ते सर्व करतो पाठवतो तुला. सध्या लॉट्स बघ बाकीचं पाठवतो. नाही विचार करावा लागेल ना. नाही करणार चांगलं करतो घाबरू नको. अरे थांब जरा विचार कर. मी कुठे असलो तरी हसत असतो. चालू अर्धा तास आहे. एक 50 प्लेअर बाकी आहेत. जरा थोडी घाई करा.
या ठिकाणी एक विशेष दाद आपल्याला द्यायची झालीच तर ज्यांच्या माध्यमातून आपल्याला प्रत्येक मायन्यूट डिटेल या ठिकाणी प्रोव्हाइड केली जाते. आपल्या गेमशॉट लाईव्हचे सर्व सहकारी ज्यांच्या माध्यमातून हा डिजिटल लॉट पाडला गेला. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या सर्वांसाठी. त्यांच्या माध्यमातून आपल्याला प्रत्येक मायन्यूट डिटेल या ठिकाणी प्रोव्हाइड केली जाते. मूव्हिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द ऑक्शन. नेक्स्ट प्लेअर प्लीज. नेक्स्ट अप तर मी विनंती करेन गेमशॉट लाईव्हचे सहकारी प्लीज या ठिकाणी यायचं आहे. आणि त्याचप्रमाणे मी विनंती करेन सचिन पाटणकर यांना की आपल्या शुभ हस्ते या ठिकाणी सत्कार करायचा आहे गेमशॉट लाईव्हचे सहकारी यांचा.
सागर कांबळे यांच्या शुभ
सागर कांबळे यांच्या शुभ हस्ते हा सत्कार या ठिकाणी केला जातोय. गेमशॉट लाईव्हच्या या सर्व सहकार्यांसाठी एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या होऊन जाऊ द्या.
हे 4थं वर्ष, पुढील वर्ष हे नायगाव प्रीमियर लीग हे 5वं वर्ष असेल, याची सर्वांनी नोंद घ्यायची. नेहमीप्रमाणे याही वर्षी जे 2 अंतिम संघ राहतील ते अंतिम संघ पुढच्या वर्षी कंटिन्यू असतील, पण प्रवेश फी भरून. आणि जे काही उरलेले संघ आहेत त्यामध्ये चिठ्ठ्या केल्या जातील, याची सर्वांनी नोंद घ्यायची. जे 2 अंतिम संघ असतील ते कंटिन्यू केले जातील आणि उर्वरित 6 संघासाठी चिठ्ठ्या केल्या जातील, याची सर्वांनी नोंद घ्यायची. आणि त्यानंतर त्या टीम ज्या 8 पुढच्या वर्षी असतील त्या पुढची 2 वर्ष कंटिन्यू असतील. त्यातूनही जर कोणाला खेळायचं नसेल त्याच्या नेक्स्ट इयर तर मग दुसरी टीम घेण्यात येईल.
Thank you so much. Moving forward to the next player, we have Akshay Bogle. Akshay Bogle at the base price of 2000. We have Akshay Bogle. Akshay Bogle. Akshay Bogle. Akshay Bogle. Anybody raising up with their pedal for Akshay? Akshay asking last time in the room, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Prince Nair. Prince Nair. Thank you. At 2000, we have OV11 for Prince at 2000, 3000 with VJTI boys, 3000 with VJTI boys going once, 4000 with strikers, 4000 with strikers, 4000 with strikers, 5000 with HB Sports going once, 6000, 6000 with strikers, 6000 with strikers, 6000 with strikers. Anybody going up for 7000? Anybody going up for 7,000? 6,000 with strikers going once, going twice, and selling them at 6,000. At 6,000, Shrisha Strikers have their player Prince Nair. Next player, please. Next up, we have Datta Tuplonde. Datta Tuplonde. Anybody in the room making shout for Datta? Datta Tuplonde. Thank you, Purandare. At 2,000, going once, going twice, asking last time, and selling them at the base price of 2000. Datta is going with team Purandare Sangha. Thank you. Next up, please. Next up, we have Vishal Patil. Vishal Patil at 2000. At 2000, we have Vishal Patil, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000 with Spandan Kings. At 7000, we have Spandan Kings going once, going twice, selling them at 7,000. Congrats, Spandan Kings. At 7,000, we have you have your player Vishal. Next up, please. Next up, we have Siddhesh Rakshe. Siddhesh Rakshe. Siddhesh Rakshe. Siddhesh Rakshe. Siddhesh Rakshe at 2,000. Asking last time for Siddhesh Rakshe. Any bell raising up, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Sachin Shedge. Sachin Shedge. Sachin Shedge at 2,000. We have Pre-111, 3, 4,000, 5,000 with Spandan Kings, 6,000 back with the VJTI boys, 6,000 back with the VJTI boys, 7,000 with Kings, 8,000 with VJTI boys, 8,000, 9,000 with Spandan Kings, 10,000 with VJTI, 11 with Kings, 12, 13 with Kings, 13 with Kings going once, going twice, selling them at 13,000. At 13,000, player is going with their team. You are late, sir. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have Soham Sathe. Soham Sathe at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Soham Sathe. At 2,000, we have Soham Sathe. Soham Sathe at 2,000. At 2,000, asking last time in the room. Player will called as 2,000. At 2,000. At 2,000, we have HB Sports going once, going twice, selling them at 2,000 base price, and the HB Sports, I think they have completed with their squad. Yeah. HB Sports are full of players till now. Next up, we have Santosh Raurane. Santosh Raurane at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Santosh Raurane. Any bid is coming for Santosh. Mr. Santosh, thank you. At 2,000, going once, going twice, selling them at base price of 2,000. OV11 have their player Santosh Raurane. Next player, please. So next up, we have Sanket Palande. Sanket Palande at 2,000. at 2000. Thank you. Coming to you at my far left. Strikers going once, going twice, selling them at the base price. Sanket Lande is going with Trisha Strikers at the base price of 2000. Next player, please. Have Aniket Domne. Aniket Domne at 2000. Aniket Domne at 2000. At 2000 we have Aniket Domne. Aniket Domne at 2000. At 2000. At 2000 we have Aniket Domne. At 2000, going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price. Purandare Sangh. Aniket Domne is making his way to Purandare Sangh at the base price. Next player, please.
अनसोल्ड किती झाले टोटल?
HP चा एक घ्यावा लागेल. HP ला
18
खेळणार आहे. 15 स्क्वॉड आहे ना. HP चा ओनर नाही खेळत, त्यामध्ये 14 झाले.
अठरा झालेत ना अनसोल्ड, म्हणजे अजून 19 अनसोल्ड बाकी आहेत. 40 मधले ऐक ना सौरभ, 40 मधले 19 अनसोल्ड होणार अजून. किंवा 18 बरोबर, इथे 16 वाढवले.
राहुल झालं ना तुझ्या मनासारखं.
At 2000 we have Sachin Pagare, Purandare Sangh at the base price of 2000. 3000 with Antara Kavya, 3000 with Antara Kavya. At 3000 we have Antara Kavya. At 3000 going once, 4000 with Purandare, 4000 back with Purandare, 4000 back with Purandare. Asking last time, 5000 with Antara Kavya, going once, going twice, 6000, 7000 with Antara Kavya. 7000 with Antara Kavya, going once, going twice, asking last time and selling them at 7,000. At 7,000, player is going with team Antara Kavya. Next up, we have player number 65, Akshay More. Akshay More at the price of 2,000. Akshay More. Akshay More asking last time in the room for Akshay More. Anybody coming in? Anybody in the room coming in for Akshay More asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Srimant Dolai. Srimant Dolai. Thank you at 2,000, going once, going twice, selling them at the base price of 2,000. Pre-111 has their Srimant Dolai at the base price. Next player, please. Next up, we have Omkar Teli. Omkar Teli from general category at 2,000. 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 We have Omkar Teli at 2,000. The player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Swapnil Vichare. Swapnil Vichare at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Swapnil Vichare. At 2,000, we have Swapnil Vichare at 2,000. Thank you, Kings. Going once, going twice, selling them at the base price of 2,000. Swapnil Vichare is going with Spandan 11, Spandan Kings with base price. Next up, we have Prasad Khapne. Prasad Khapne. Prasad Khapne at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Prasad Khapne. Thank you. At 2,000, we have OV11 going once, 3,000 with VJTI, 3,000 with VJTI, 3,000, 4,000 with OV, 5,000 with VJTI, 5,000 with VJTI, 5,000 with VJTI, 5,000 with VJTI, 5,000 with VJTI going once, 6,000 with OV, 6,000 with OV11 going once, going twice, selling them at the 6,000. At 6,000, player is yours, OV11. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have Lokesh Patil. Lokesh Patil at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Lokesh Patil. Lokesh Patil at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Lokesh Patil. At 2,000, we have Lokesh Patil. At 2,000, we have Lokesh Patil. Lokesh Patil will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Vinay Chauhan. Vinay Chauhan. Vinay Chauhan at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Vinay Chauhan. Vinay Chauhan. Vinay Chauhan at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Vinay Chauhan will also remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Sanket Sagvekar. Sanket Sagvekar at 2,000. At 2,000, we have Sagvekar. Sanket Sagvekar. Any pedal raising up, any pedal going up at 2,000. At 2,000, asking last time in the room, and the player will remain unsold back to back. Thank you. Next player, please. Next up, we have Shivrai Yadav. Shivrai Yadav, thank you at 2,000. Purandare Sangha would like to raise their pedal at the base price. 3,000 with Antara Kavya. Going once, 4,000 with Spandan Kings, 5,000 with VJTI, 6,000 with Kings. 6,000 back to the Kings, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 with Antara Kavya, 10,000, 11,000 with Antara Kavya, 12,000 back to the Kings, to 13, 13 with VJTI, 13,000 with VJTI, 14,000 with Kings, 15,000, 15,000 for Shivrai, 15,000, 16 with Spandan, 16 with Spandan, 16 with Spandan, 16, 17, 17,000, 17,000 with VJTI, 18,000 with Kings, 19 with Spandan, 19, 20, 20,000 with Spandan Kings. At 20,000, we have Spandan Kings for Shivrai Yadav going once, going twice, selling them at 20. At 20,000, player is yours. Shivrai Yadav is going with team Spandan Kings at 20,000. Next up, we have Mayank Kaluskar. Mayank Kaluskar at 2000. At 2000, any pedal racing up at 2000. At 2000. At 2000. At 2000, any pedal racing up. Any pedal racing up at 2000. Player will remain unsold. Next player, please. Samir Kalgutkar. Samir Kalgutkar, thank you. At 2000, going once, going twice, selling them at the base price of 2000. OV11 has their next player as Samir Kalgutkar. Next player, please. Next up, we have Prabodh More. Prabodh More. Prabodh More. Prabodh More. Prabodh More. Prabodh More. Prabodh More will remain unsold. Next player, please. Next up, we have Raj Balmiki. Raj Balmiki. Raj. Raj. Any pedal racing up for Raj Balmiki. Raj. Raj will remain unsold. Next player, please. Next up, we have Akash Shinde. 2000, 3000, 4000. At 4000, 5000 with VJTI, going once, going twice, selling them at 5000.
सेल कर दिया, सेल केला त्याला.
At 5000, player is going with team Giza VJTI boys.
5 झाले काउंट तोपर्यंत. काउंट झाला, त्यांनी पहिलेच उचलून ठेवले. हा माहिती आहे, मागाशी त्यांनाच दिला.
Next up, we have Salman Mulani. Salman Mulani. Salman Mulani. Salman Mulani. Salman Mulani will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Raju Shamla. Raju Shamla. Raju Shamla. Raju Shamla. At 2, 3, 4, 5000. At 5000, we have VJTI boys. 6000 with Antara Kavya. 6000 Antara Kavya. 6000, 7000 with VJTI. 7000 with VJTI. 8000. 8000 with Antara Kavya. Going once. 9000 with Purandare. 10,000 with Antara Kavya. 10,000. 11,000 with Purandare. 11,000 with Purandare. 11,000 with Purandare. 12,000 with Antara Kavya. 12,000 with Antara Kavya. Going once. 13,000 with Purandare. 13,000 with Purandare. 14,000 with Antara Kavya. 15,000 with Purandare. 15,000 with Purandare. Going once. 16,000 with OV. 16,000, 17,000. 17,000 with Purandare. 18,000 with OV11. 18,000 with OV11. 19,000. 20,000 with OV11. 20,000 with OV11. Going once. Going twice. 21,000 with Purandare. 22 with OV. 22 with OV. 23 with Purandare. 23,000 with Purandare. 24 with OV. 24 with OV11. Going once. 25 with Purandare. 26 with OV. 26 with OV11. Going once. Going twice. 27. 27 with Purandare. 27 with Purandare. 28 with OV11. Going once. Going twice. Selling and selling them at 28,000. At 28,000, OV11 has their player Raju Shamla. Next up, we have Satish Rajbhar. Satish Rajbhar. Satish Rajbar at 2000. Any pedal racing up? Any pedal going up for Satish? Satish Rajbar. Satish Rajbar asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Thank you. Next up we have Sankalp Parab. Sankalp Parab at 2000. At 2000 we have Sankalp Parab. Thank you Purandare at 2000. Going once, going twice, asking last time, and player will sold to team Purandare Sangha at the base price of 2000. Omkar Kale. Omkar Kale at 2000. Next player to bid on is Omkar Kale. Omkar Kale. Omkar Kale at 2000. At 2000 we have Omkar Kale asking last time in the room, and the player will called as unsold in this auction. Next player please. Next up we have Raj Trevor. Raj Trevor. Anybody in the room making shout for Raj? Raj at 2000 unsold. Next player please. Aryan Pawar. Aryan Pawar. Aryan Pawar. Aryan Pawar. Aryan Pawar asking last time, unsold. Next up we have Shoaib Sheikh. Shoaib Sheikh. Shoaib Sheikh. Shoaib Sheikh asking last time in the room. At 2000 we have VJTI boys going once, going twice, selling them at the base price at 2000 to team Jiza VJTI boys. Shlok Parab. Shlok Parab at 2000. At 2000 we have Shlok Parab. Shlok Parab at 2000. At 2000 we have Shlok Parab. Shlok Parab at 2000. At 2000 being unsold. Next player please. Abhishek Ambole. Abhishek Ambole. Thank you. At 3000. 3000 with OV. 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. At 13,000. At 13,000 we have Antara Kavya going once. 14,000 with VJTI, 15,000 with Antara Kavya, 15,000 with Antara Kavya, 15,000, 16,000, 17 with Antara Kavya, 17,000 with Antara Kavya, 17,000 with Antara Kavya, 17,000 with Antara Kavya, going once, going twice, selling them at 17,000. Antara Kavya, player is yours. Next player please. Next up we have Aman Sheikh. Aman Sheikh, Antara Kavya asking to you. Thank you. At 2000, going once, going twice, and selling them at the base price of 2000. Aman Sheikh is coming your way. Next up we have Shekhar Medar. Shekhar Medar at 2000. At 2000 we have Shekhar Medar. Shekhar Medar at 2000 asking last time in the room for Shekhar Medar. Any pedal going up for Shekhar asking last time, and the player will remain unsold in this auction. Next player please. Next up we have Mayur Salvi. Mayur Salvi at 2000 we have Mayur Salvi. Mayur Salvi in the room for 2000. 2000 at 2000. 2000. Thank you Purandare at 3000 with Antara Kavya. 3000 with Antara Kavya. 3000 going once. You have fulfilled with your squad, guys. At 2000 we have Purandare going once, going twice, and the player is going with Purandare Sangha at the base price. Next up we have Aniruddha Ranbagre. Aniruddha at 2000. At 2000 with your team. Any pedal going up at 2000 asking last time. and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Yash Kamble. Yash Kamble. Yash Kamble. Yash Kamble. Asking last time for Yash, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. We are left with last 10 players. Guys, hurry up. Start with the auction. Ajay Todkar. Ajay Todkar. Ajay Todkar. Ajay Todkar. Ajay Todkar. Ajay Todkar at 2000. Asking last time. Thank you. Going once at 2000. Going twice. Selling them at 2000 to VJTI boys. Next player, please. Next up, we have Siddesh Padwar. Siddesh Padwar, thank you, at 2000, 3000 with Purandare, 4000 with OV, 5000 with Purandare, 6000 with OV, 7000, 8000, 9000, 11,000, 12,000 with Purandare. Going once, going twice, 12,000 with Purandare, and selling them at 12,000. At 12,000, player is going with Team Purandare Sangha. Next player, please. Next up, we have Praveen Kurlekar. Praveen Kurlekar at 2000. At 2000, we have Praveen Kurlekar. Praveen Kurlekar. Praveen Kurlekar, asking last time in the room. And the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Next up, we have Mahesh Kharkhande. Mahesh Kharkhande. Mahesh Kharkhande at 2000. At 2000, we have Mahesh Kharkhande. Mahesh Kharkhande, asking last time in the room, and the player will remain unsold in the room. Next player, please. Sagar Jadeja. Sagar Jadeja. Sagar Jadeja. Sagar Jadeja. Sagar Jadeja. Sagar Jadeja. Asking last time, Sagar Jadeja will remain unsold. Next up, we have Pritesh Shirodkar. Pritesh Shirodkar. Pritesh Shirodkar, Purandare Sangha at 2000, going once, going twice, 3000, 4000, 5000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 10,000, 11, 11 with Purandare. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, at 20,000 we have VJTI boys going once, twice, and player is going with them at 20,000. At 20,000 with VJTI. Next player, please. Next up, we have Omkar Jadhav. Omkar Jadhav. Omkar Jadhav. Asking last time, Omkar Jadhav being unsold. Sanjay Naidu. Thank you, at 2000, going once, 3000, 4000 with strikers, 4000 with strikers, 5000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 11,000, 12,000. At 12,000 we have OV11 going once, going twice, and the last player coming your way at 12,000. OV11 tally their balance sheet with zero balance. Thank you. Next up we have Lucky Solanki. Lucky Solanki. Lucky Solanki. Lucky Solanki. Lucky Solanki asking last time in the room, and the player will called as unsold in the room. Manish Padyal. Manish Padyal. Manish Padyal. Thank you Purandare at 2000, going once, going twice, coming your way at the base price of 2000. Next player please.
काम त्याला तोच करणार.
हे सौरभ किती बाकी आहेत? 40. आणि कोणाकोणाला प्लेअर घ्यायचा आहे? श्रीशा
श्रीशाची किती बाकी आहे?
बघतोय तुला, बघतोय प्रिवान आणि विजय आहे, तिघांना एक एक घ्यायचा आहे. तुला कोण? महेश कारकांडे, यश कांबळे, संकेत सागवेकर. झालं, संपलं? ठेव तिथे.
ओके सर, ओके.
टी शर्ट दे. स्क्वॉड कन्फर्म कर. सौरभ, सौरभ ए जरा कन्फर्म करा स्क्वॉड. आणि राहुल, सर्वांची ट्रॅक टी शर्टची साईज उद्या दुपारी सर्व संघ मालक. राहुल, सर्व संघ मालक ट्रॅक टी शर्टची साईज उद्या दुपारी 2 वाजेपर्यंत विराज पडवळ यांच्याकडे द्यायची आहे किंवा आपल्या ग्रुपवर टाकायची आहे. मला ट्रॅक टी शर्ट पाहिजे ना साईज. आम्ही याच्यावर लिहून दे ना. आम्हाला तू सगळ्यांची लिहिली मला फोटो पाठव उद्या दुपारपर्यंत. फोटो व्हॉट्सअप कर ना. पॅडी, ए पॅडी, उद्या दुपारपर्यंत देऊ दे ना. सौरभ स्क्वॉड लाव. गांधी, गांधी 2 मिनिटं. HB स्पोर्ट्स ओनर हर्षद भोजनाईक, प्रसाद लाड, रोहित चव्हाण, अजय मोहिते, आर्यन काळे, सुबोध सावंत, सुनील हळदणकर, मंदार देशमुख, सचिन पाटणकर, आशुतोष तारेकर, सोहम सेठ, आशिष अदटराव, आर्यन शेख, गौतम मेदार, संदेश गुरव. बरोबर आहे प्रसाद? टवळ्या चल. नेक्स्ट स्पंदन 11 सचिन बाताडे, विक्रम कांबळे, रुपेश कोंडाळकर, सुरेश शिंदे, यश गावकर, सौरभ साटेलकर, नामदेव शिंदे, मयांक धनावडे, शिवराज यादव, सचिन शेडगे, विशाल पाटील, स्वप्नील विचारे, मोजेस काळे, प्रतीक सावंत, अनिकेत बागवे. शिशा स्टायकर, सुनील शेलार, विराज पडवळ, मयूर काळे, संकेत देवरुखकर, अभिषेक ठोंबरे, राहुल देवकर, विवेक तळेकर, आर्यन संसारे, प्रिन्स नायर, सुशांत मोरे, नवीन बुरेला, संकेत सागवेकर, संकेत पालांडे, अमर सोनावणे, रोहित सोनावणे. अंतरा काव्य, वैभव पवार, दादासाहेब भोसले, राहुल सकपाळ, प्रिन्स बैद, शुभ्र दत्ता, साहिल वंजू, आकाश मोरे, फकरुल खान, रोहित कदम, अभिषेक आंबोले, सुग्रीव यादव, आर्यन महाडिक, अमन शेख, सचिन पगारे, समीर निर्मल. अरे त्या घे तुझ्याकडे पॅडी, सगळ्यांच्या ताब्यात घे. का? अरे एकत्र देतील ट्रॅक बरोबर. घे त्या. अरे तू घे ना बाबा, सांगतो ऐक ना, घे. OV 11 महेश कुडपे, दिनेश हडकर, गणेश भोसले, आकाश मेदार, प्रथमेश सावंत, प्रितेश नाटकर, सचिन गणवट, राजू सामला, संजय नायडू, प्रसाद खापणे, यश नार्वेकर, आनंद नाईक, समीर कलगुटकर, संतोष रावराणे, भावेश हडकर. प्रिवान 11 राहुल सिंग, अजित मोहिते, सुशील शिंदे, साहिल पाळेकर, जयेश घरत, सोनू बैत, विकास बाबर, जयेश मोहिते, ओमकार सावंत, यश कांबळे, श्रीमंत डोलाई, दीपेश पाल, अनिकेत चव्हाण, हर्षल वापिलकर, विशाल वाघेला. पुरंदरे संघ योगेश सावंत, अभिषेक बैद, नितीन राजापुरे, किरण सोलंकी, नितेश सुर्वे, मनसूर कुरेशी, राजेश काळे, सिद्धेश पडवळ, अक्षय मोरे, अक्षत माडेश्वर, हा कोण आहे? पडियाल, मनीष पडियाल, मयूर साळवी, संकल्प परब, अनिकेत डोमणे, दत्ता तुलपोंडे. जिजा विजय, विजय फडतरे, आकाश जाधव, रुपेंद्र माने, कौशिक जाधव, अमित वडागळे, चैतन्य पाटील, आप्पा कुंभार, प्रितेश शिरोडकर, सागर कांबळे, अभिजित चाफे, आकाश शिंदे, राकेश मेस्त्री, महेश कारखांडे, अजय तोडकर, शोएब शेख. जर ते पहिल्या 2 टीम जरा एकदा ओपन कर ना परत फोटो काढायला. HB स्पोर्ट्स एक सोबत. नेक्स्ट